Yeah, I was sick yesterday. I was feeling real horrible. Yesterday night before night, Saturday night, I could have got a stroke. Man, the night was so freaking hot. What I mean, it was so hot. I mean, it was so hot Saturday night. It had to a point and I sleeping and I wake up, I feel like my brain open up. I like, damn, my whole brain feel like it just open up and stuff. The color coming out of my hair, come wash my hair a lot. I wash it and pull it back and forth so you got this kind of curl. You know, like when you put rings your ear, go back and forth with your hand, like back and forth like this. And the ear become curl up like that by itself in the shower. Yeah. So it was so freaking hot. But I mean, it was hot. I mean, it was really hot. It was really, really hot. Trust me, it was really. I don't want to make it ear upon the top too much higher. Can the top is much higher, but I don't want to wake it up too much. Yeah, so it was so freaking hot. I feel like my brain was opening up. I was like, what the hell? You know? The way too hot it is, I don't want the curl to come out. Too hot it was, you know? And I was like, God damn, it's really hot, man. So I end up getting up and couldn't go back to sleep at all because it was so hot. The night was so humid. And man, when I was in my sleep, when the heat took me, I got a headache. I feel like my head crack open when I wake up, and I felt so sick to my stomach. And I mean, and I know I had some fried chicken, probably I shouldn't have. I feel the chicken was right up on my stomach and shit. And I had like 4 pieces, I'm telling you. So I can't eat no chicken off for a while. And I got up early yesterday morning. I was like, I gotta get up early. Well, I was up early because I couldn't fall back asleep. So I was just there lying down in front of the fan, but the fan was not helping me. I feel extra hot. With the humid Saturday night was so freaking hot. I'm telling you. So I end up, I think I was the first person at PC Richards or something. I was like, I'm going down there early as I could. I get there, and I bought me an AC. I bought me an AC, and I come back. I mean, I got to fix it up better than this, and clean up the spot and everything. So the AC there, when I bought an AC, because, like, I'm not going to, the heat kill me. And this is a warning. That is just one strike. What about, like, when the time started to get real warm and the rain is not falling? This is the kind of heat you're going to have to deal with. So I was like, this will never happen to me again. Never you guys let this happen to you. That the heat time just much y'all get a headache. It's just too hot. Make sure you got your AC. Make sure you got your AC, especially if you're bleaching your skin. If you're using cream, because the AC keep you cool and it keep you from, you can't put on bleaching cream and then they kind of eat, they ain't gonna sleep without no AC or no fan. You're just gonna sweat, sweat, sweat. You're still gonna be light skin, but you're gonna sweat, sweat, sweat and wet and sweaty right through the night with the cream and the heat together. Yeah. I mean, the rest of your body gonna be white when that happen, but I mean, the heat is not too good for your face neither, humid. It bring your complexion down. Unless you have on sunscreen, you're gonna sleep in sunscreen. But it's best to have an AC because when it gets so hot, it could kill you. Trust me. I remember a couple of years ago, I was out in Utica Avenue, and I was actually selling my jewelry on the street side. Let me get some food. Selling my jewelry on the street side, right? Let me get some food. Selling my jewelry on the street side. And trust me, the sun was really hot that day. What I mean, the sun was hot, the sun was hot. The pants drop, tons of. The sun was really, really hot, right? And I was like, damn, the sun is hot. So I'm out there like trying to also sell my jewelry, my cream when I used to sell in the street. And man, the sun was so hot, I started feeling so dizzy. I felt so bad like I was going to die. I was just lying up on the chair on the roadside. And I have to beg a guy, just beg him to wrap up my stuff for me. I feel like I was gonna die to just try and make it home. I had to pack up all this shit, get the guy pack up all this stuff and take my time, get some water, wet up my head, drink till I catch myself a bit and just head home. I feel like I would just die. So the heat is very powerful when it gets hot. It's not like when you're back in Jamaica and it gets hot and then the wind come blowing and the wind is cool. Or you can go underneath the almond tree, you can go to the beach, or you could go to the river. Because that's how we do it back home in Jamaica. Growing up as a young girl, I never have no AC or no air conditioner, as people call it. All right, I never had that. But our window open, and we used to have these big wooden windows. These board house used to have this big chop out one piece of board, and when you pull it in, you bolt it from the inside, and then the window we used to have. It make out a board too. You just pull it in and bolt in it. That's how you lock the window, bolt in it. Or you pull it in here, you have one yellow piece of string, and you tie a piece of string on it and tie it on the nail. And that will close the window. So either you're gonna take a string and tie it, or you're gonna have a hook on it, or whatever. But that was the kind of windows that we have back home at our house at that time. Many people could afford it. They have better houses and better windows and stuff. But yes. Yes, and that's how that go. Let me get something to eat because I didn't eat yesterday, so I'm gonna try to see if I could eat today. At least try to force something in because I need to eat. I have to try to eat something. I don't feel too hungry, you know. But I know I still have to eat something, you know. So those are the kind of houses that we had back home. And so on. Big up to everyone. Big up to Rapper Crapper. Big up yourself, Rapper Crapper. Big up your goddamn self. You told me to link you the last time, Rapper Crapper, but guess what? I don't have your number, Papa. I don't have your number. Papa, I don't have your number. You know my number, man. Eh? Or send me a message with your number or something. I don't have your number, Papa. I can't link you, me have your number. You know, say, I'm not too used to the Gmail and all them sitting. I'm not too good with all them something there, you know. Remember, say me a real country girl. Remember, I'm not too good with them something there at all. And I have a sister when named Joy from England. Your friend, the man. Rapper Crapper, you know me I talk about. Your friend. A good girl, you know, I like her. She was good to me. Huh? But I don't see her anymore on Facebook. I don't know what happened. Every time they hack my page, so much of people gone, you know what happened to them. I started to put a salt, put on the salt every time, so. Something right with this. And tell if nothing else I can't use it. Nothing. Nothing. I left the butter. You see? I left the butter in the fridge. Not much you go in and dig out the butter and stock up salt and sit there and talk about the oil so in the melt, you know, see the salt. Because it's salt. Butter and salt. I'm not getting to forget me sick. That's it. Me the bread and drink that. I don't sick enough for this and I can't sick no more. Every bread, egg, me and yam. I'm poor about my cholesterol. The mini I'm too much. Yeah, so this tastes good. Egg no taste good, salt. Can't eat that. In the bus, I can't eat no more. Salt or salt. So you go. Yeah, so the houses, that's what they used to build with the windows and stuff. Oh, it's poor. One thing I always tell myself. Many girl was friend. She's from London. She sent $50 come give me. Failed with my album. And for that, I know you for now again. Rapper Crapper, big up yourself. All y'all big up yourself. You're a real youth, you hear me? Rapper Crapper, a real youth. Real big man thing, you see me? A real good person. You see me? You call me here and already. Yeah, boss, alright. So, I respect people who understand me. I just know what Olivet is. So that's how I stay. I know the meaning of my talk and I know how I live. I live careless life. I'm going on there with man all about. Till your nails there. And trust me, I don't feel like go there. Sometimes I don't feel like bother. With some of these people in public. Go up there last time my foot pay so much. So the man follow me nail and sit in growth. Too big to the feeling. She left to see him we and put sitting around here. She didn't sit in her work if she was file and she couldn't find the file it. They are out order and charge so much money. I'm going to go up there today and I can't do it good. I'm not. Tell her straight. Time for me to stop doing like I know for the nails. And next time I know for the nails, I can't do nails. I mean if you do I buy the machine, I just buy the machine and sell. Should I do that, Lord? Should I do that? But don't forget the acrylic powder, acrylic liquid on the brush for filling and fire down. I know the man where to get the machine with a different head them and them pan where you plug in and the one I'm going to use. $50. And you can't have that for file on my toe, clean out on myself and polish myself. I don't know when maybe I do that. Maybe I should just do that, man. And buy some gel polish when I go over there too. One more thing, can you let me know? I think it's easier for me to buy the machine and buy the gel polish, nail polish, wholesale. Buy the acrylic and fill in, and you can just fill in and file and clean. Get the thing to clean up between my nails and soap my foot them and scrub them myself. And get the thing and file them down myself. Yeah, because you got me spend $36 for my foot, $44 for my finger, and the foot them stay and file on or nothing. The woman file sitting in her work and just left it and polish it and just growth. You know when the tips are growth, your big toe or it stay. And they so empty down and they so want to fill and if you see your way. And charge me $36. Come on. I could have done better than that. I think to myself, maybe if I do myself, because you know what I mean, I do it to look much cleaner and better. Trust me, I do my foot all the time, people love when I do them. And so look like some big old nail on my toe and put all the woman the last time. She keep putting more clip on my toe, more filling. I said, no, because I want to take this off my toe. I don't need to have it, I like to not tone it on my toe. But it's too much now. I'm going to go now. I'm going to spend another $36 for them to dash water on my foot. Kind of look no better how it is now. Come wash me go in the shower. And $36 for my foot and another $44 for my hand. Come if I go fill and then polish. Right? Filling almost what, $15, $20 someplace. $15 to $20. And the polish another $20 something $40 something. Then I buy the machine for $50 and buy this or something. Still I come up to the same, but at least a machine for more than one time. You know, if you thing, you just keep doing it all the time yourself. You can spend $100 and buy nail things them. A long time for you to go back and buy your own nail gel polish them. This is one color polish I have on. It's not even two, one polish. Just one polish that. But I like when I do my nails because I feel like I do a better job. I can't do it, you know, but I just like for me for a professional done. You know? I don't want to bother with it myself sometimes, but sometimes if you not get a good service, you might as well do it yourself. The nails is done fine. But the woman that do the foot, nah. And the place was packed. When I say packed, so much people, so I was like rushing. Put water on your foot, polish, go. Next. Because they're making money, they don't want to lose nobody. So there's no time to really clean a foot like that. And you have to go sit down and pick out your foot yourself, pick out the tooth in yourself sometime and all that. So I think to myself, do I really want to spend money and I can just go and buy the same thing? And that I think right now, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, that me I think right now good. If I get it and do it my damn self. Buy the gel polish them. And I put on the coat of polish done filling as myself. But I don't want to mess with it. I don't want to mess with it. I really don't want to mess with it and go through all the struggle for do this and fire long on this and I don't want to mess with it. But eventually I'm gonna have to because I used to. You know what I mean? I used to. Especially my foot. If they can't do a good job, I don't know about that today. Maybe if you go back for the one closest and then they put on the big old nail on my toe, big old acrylic where I have to fly, I don't fly long myself. But these nail things you never win. So sometimes I don't want to bother with them, but your nail looks so bad when your nail are done. People are like, upon her nails. She can't get her nails done. I mean, I don't care what people want to say sometimes, but you know, you just carry off a little bit when the nails done. You know what I mean? Show that you really care about yourself. It's not like you're not thinking about yourself and him something. It's just a nail thing. Yeah? Yeah. So like I said to you, the house is in Jamaica. That's how it used to be back home, back them time. They never live in a big old house with all light and thing. We never have light and all them thing. But back in the days, used to have a lot of church. And some of them make with bamboo wackle round and all them something there. Bamboo wackle. Then wackle round, you have the top button on the window and door. Anyway, the one pastor from St. Margaret's Bay, he used to have a church down there, you know. And then he moved further around and have a better church where he did build. Things that I go on and put up a nag church afterward. But that pastor, man, you know, him wasn't no easy man. Come to say this and to say that. Him wasn't an easy man. I remember as a child, sometimes I walk up the road and the man would even stop in vehicle and give me a ride and drive straight past and hold in it. Straight. Like he don't see you. He used to have a big nag house next door where my mama live. One big nag house. Sesame seed. Funny bird. One big nag house where my mama live. Right? And him have two daughters. One named Mary and one named Dana. And soon as Dana start to take man, she and the papa was at war, you know. But the papa now want she take man. And Dana was a nice looking young lady. Nice looking young lady. Pretty. And Mary too. Mary take off her mother, she more look like her mother. The mother we call her auntie. Mr. Gibson was the pastor man. And your wife named Auntie. And this woman was she was like my son's grandmother. Those are the real, what do you call them? I think Arawaks. There was a real Arawaks, them. Them different kind of people, man. Them have them here, look them black, but them here Indian here, they look like Spanish people here. The real Arawaks, them. And she was one of them. As I talk about when my son's grandmother died, she had so much hair, beautiful hair. God bless her soul, Miss Foggy. And God bless her son, Bill Foggy, which is my baby father. Rip Bill Foggy, rip Miss Foggy, rip Mr. Foggy, and rip the sister, the auntie. God bless her. Life is nothing but a dream. Life. People never take life serious. Sometimes you have to be silent for a moment and let the angel pass by, let the Holy Spirit pass by, let the people of your ancestors and the other one pass you by. As they pass by and you stop, they look over you and they smile at me and they walk right through the door. But like I said to you, you know, and so on. And that man, him has a big nag house next door. And he had some bad dogs. I know I had to probably tell you guys about him before. But this woman, she was like an Arawaks. Beautiful woman. He married to. And two beautiful daughters and get. Big head of hair, them have, you see. Looking like them kind of hair. Pretty. But them are black people. And when you hear that man go for beat him wife. That man
him wife, you know. When I say him strike that blasted woman, him strike that blasted woman so bad that you hear the woman crying out. All the time you hear the woman crying out, that man beating that, and his man is a pastor, a driving vehicle up and down. And you see that woman sometime when he go church, not even church the woman don't go. She's home just cooking and cleaning and all these things. And he will tell people she's sick, why she not come out, you know, like she homeborn. Like she's a nice woman. But he make her to be like somebody kind of stupid, like her head enough fear, you know what I mean? Maybe from all the abuse. But that man had a big fowl farm, you know. Me see a big fowl farm with a whole bunch of white fowl man a raise over there. And Fim piece of land, they far out to the front like a four house. But Fim one they further cause Fim house the way back. So him have more land to the front of Fim yard. All the way down between Miss B them there. Where they track them the way and drive. Him have a big piece of field with coconuts and coconuts so drop off of the tree so till them stay there and grow. Because he had so much. More than he could ever use and more than what he could ever need. But if him catch over there taking anything for him is a problem. You see what I mean? Banana grower, all kind of thing him have there. And he's supplying somewhere with fresh chicken. Whether he have a store where him sell them or whatever. Because he's a businessman, him always on the road with him van. Anyway, as a child, like I tell you, when I go over there to beg water, because sometimes water was scarce. Sometimes no water not come in the pipe. 6, 7, 8 months, no water not come up country road in the pipe. You understand me? So either you're gonna go down to the flatter big road and walk with a bucket of water on your head. And sometimes no water not down a big road. Really water gets scarce. So we had to go to all the way to Rio Grande River to catch water. And trust me, walk into Rio Grande River and me and somebody were afraid of river and afraid of sea, you know. And me have to walk a Rio Grande River bucket for go catch up water. I know easy thing my little heart if you go through for walk so far, you know. Through them bush to me alone. As a little pitney, you know. Me I talk about them time me about 11 years old. 12 years old. That's just before me get a terrible rape. By the guy who tried to kill me. Strangle me when he done rape me and him strangle me. Nearly kill me. But those are the road that me had to tread. And to bring the water back miles and miles up the hill when the sun set hot. Sometimes my little foot them can't take the road because the road is just too hot. So sometimes you have to walk inside the bush corner. Anyway, me can't find little bush without no maca tree bush. If you step on you have one tree, they kind of juke by your foot. You can't walk. Me try to walk in the bush corner as much as me can. Me can't get a little place, me can't walk. So me not have to use my foot pan the hat. Because the hat pan the ground the hat. Especially sometimes you hat and you go tap on the tar someplace more tarry. And it catch pan your foot. Me God, you see some hot so till tar start melt off the ground. Me a talk about hot so till you see the road tar and melt up, you know. And your foot bottom, you know. Yes, ma'am. And you have to walk in at the side with the bucket of water on your head. I'm always singing on my journey. I remember when you used to place under a little cave or rock. A madman used to live under there. Them used to call him Beaver. I don't know how that man survived, yes. Because he sit under there for so much years he lived there. And he lived under there. I never see him eating and bathing. I don't know if he survived, but he lived there for years under that rock. You could drive past him day and come. And he cave out right to where the street. He cave out like a cave out right next to the street. And he's right up under that rock. That's where he lived. That's where he stayed. That's where he sleep. That's where he be every day. And I remember passing him, going, come all the time. Passing, going up the road. Sometimes we used to get water from a tank. But not all the time water is overflow. Sometimes the tank full, so till the water overflow. You can go catch water tank. It's a water flow over tank. Because I don't think he had a pipe on it. I don't think he had a pipe on it. I think we had to open the tap to get water. I don't remember how it was. But we get some water from it, to be honest with you. And I remember one time I want to feel like I using a toilet. A flush toilet. And I can quite remember whenever I have no flush toilet, but we'd have a pit toilet down our back. And one night I wanted to do, and I went down the street. And, down the street, you have a thing you call the calbot, where they have this little concrete thing where they make up where the water wash down. When the rain fall, the water wash and go down. And I remember going down there and pull on my little drawers and sit right there, like I'm on a flush toilet and do. And wipe my body with newspaper. I never forget. Rain come and wash away by man, it was gone. But I feel like I use a flush toilet because I never use a flush toilet and I want to get the experience. So I figure more than then I could use the calbot as a flush toilet. And little things like that, and so on. I had a very good friend. Her name was Chrissy. I used to dream her a lot, but I haven't dreamed her lately. And I know she find peace because she was a good girl. She was a young girl and she was living next door to us. And her mom and my mom was not talking. They never make peace. And she had a stepfather. She had a couple of brothers and so on. And it's a long story with that. But I don't want to cut off to what I'm talking about, to where I was getting at with this gentleman. She was living there. And all of that was going on at the time when she were living there. And this pastor man, like I tell you, he had this big house and he got this big farm of chicken. And sometimes I would go over there and beg water because water is so hard to get. But I know they got tanks over there and they got a lot of water over there. So as a little girl, I remember going over there to beg water because when they send me to go and get water, it would be easier for me if I could have begged some water and get it close. That would have saved me from an elevator trip to go so far because sometime by the time I walk all the way so far to get the water and put it on top of my head, I remember right here used to hurt all the time, so sore that my ear was getting thin from the buckets on my head because I never used to like to carry kata. Now, some people don't know what a kata is. A kata is a thing that you make from a cloth or something. You can roll it up and you can sit on top of your head to like a cushion, so anything won't squeeze your head. But I never like kata, so I bring it on my own natural head. And sometimes you can feel the bucket little thing printing out in my head from carrying the water. So it was a break for me to get the bucket of water. So by me going there and begging the water, all the bad dogs come chasing me. I got to have stones in my little skirt and chase them back until the lady come. That is his wife, auntie. Because at this time, Donna was not living there. Donna already left because our father don't want her to date, and she dating become a big problem, so she had to leave because you want to be there too. And then Mary left. Mary wasn't there either. So now only Auntie Annie was there at the time. And she comes and she give me the water. And, I was home one day. And like I tell you, she come and call me and said that you're going to pluck some chicken and she needs some help. So I take my little sister and my little brother. And I never forget that day. We went over there. They bring us all the way down to where the pipe, where the cistern is, and that's where we had to pluck, to put the water, chicken, the hot water, bunch of chicken, and picking fed off the chicken and help them to, to do all these chickens. After we pick so much of chicken and do so much of work and do so much of stuff, my thinking was like they're going to give me a couple of chicken, because we poor. My mother have it hard. She have a lot of us at the time. How many of us were living home at the time? Me say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How much I was still living there at that time? Me, Petrina, Trisha, Kirk, Nadine, Errol, Bappo, Kirk. Did I say that already? Donovan, Dianian, Gary. All these people was living at home at that time. You know what I mean? So we was poor and we didn't have a lot. And people used to look down at us, all the time and call us dirty dozen. So we are dirty and we by the dozen. So they call us the dirty dozen. So at this time when the man called we and we go and pluck the chicken. I'm expecting that, you know, with my little sister and brother and the little hustling one, we climb all the breadfruit tree them and the ackee tree them and we catch bird and all kind of something. It's a little hustler. I would expect that he would give us a couple of chicken. You know what I mean? Finish pick all the chicken and done that shit when they going home. You know what they gave us? A whole bag, a whole heap of chicken head. The amount of chicken head me have, I couldn't even tell you how many chicken head I have. But it was a whole lot of chicken head with no chicken. That was an advantage. So what happened for a pastor man, what really happened, I decided I wasn't pleased. And I asked God to forgive me every day for this. I wasn't pleased at all what he have done to me and my little sister and my little brother. Worse, the night when we got a ghost attack in the house and the ghost was just lighting the lamp and we were so scared and we were shaking and we go to call him, he didn't even come and pray for us and pray in the house. He sent us back out by ourselves. So I was really angry at this point. This man gave me chicken head. He didn't come to help chase the ghost, so we were so afraid we had nobody to help us. And he didn't give a damn and call himself a pastor. So I got me a pliers. And I went and wrenched, take my time and climb on a tree and climb over the fence and wrench until I bust the wire open. I bust the wire open and unravel myself till I make a big hole into the cup. And that is where I put my hand and snatch the chicken by the neck. And I bring the chicken and break the chicken neck and throw the chick over in the bush. And I take another one, I did the same. Because I have to get the chicken killed, because I have to cook the chicken. So I go ahead and got like 3 of the chicken them, you know, for that day. Just for that day, I took only 3. And wire it back up, put the places back and try to make it look small, you know. But to where I get it, I didn't get it upwards. I get it closer down, you know. So you got to really look down to really notice that any wire is different. And I kind of closed the best way I could. So it was like all the back again. It didn't look, you know. And I cook. I had a big feast. I make chicken and, you know, all kind of ground food. I find rent a yam and stew chicken and we cook up and we eat. I enjoy myself because we had worked hard for it. Now, I went back again. And this time when I went back, I'm telling you, Lord knows was the last time I was going to be back, but I didn't know because I was also picking up eggs. I was picking up a whole big tray of eggs and shit out of there. Pack them in my little basket, you know, and wire it up back, helping myself, you know. So, at this time, I went this day. And Lord knows after I got 2 chicken, I couldn't even get the eggs that I was going to get because I grabbed the chicken first. I heard them dogs, you can hear, tick, 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 tick. I said, damn, and I heard the dogs coming like a hungry wolf. I said, Lord have mercy, child. I jump over that fence so fast and thank God me reach over and got the 2 chicken and I get. And then somebody close up the hole properly. Because the hole didn't get to fix back like the way it was, you know, because the dogs had to run. So they come and realize there's a hole and they, you know, patch the whole thing over. I couldn't go back over there. I couldn't go back. I was scared of them dogs because once they know I was over there, it's like they're looking and listening all the time, you know. And even make a little mash through the bush, then can't hear them ears from very far. And, you know, when I go home, I chop up all these damn chicken head, chop off the beaks, take out the chicken eye them, and chop up the chicken and cook this whole pot of stew chicken head with brain. Now you're eating chicken brains and you're cooking chicken head, eating chicken brains. That's what he's going to give you. And he's a pastor. And he got all that. Tell you about these damn pastors. Now, I've seen a video going around with Mr. Vegas. Big up yourself, my youth. You did the right thing. Expose them nasty ass. Expose them, Mr. Vegas. Because I tell you what. I am not calling nobody name. But most of these churches that people go in is a cult. Most of these churches are cult. They are not real churches to praise God. They are just a cult. They are a community of satanic devil worshiper. So they don't know the Bible. They don't know a goddamn thing. For a man to sit there and say woman or prostitute because they're wearing lipstick and makeup, that is totally rude. And that is why I stand with Mr. Vegas 100% to correct that, because this man who is saying that his mama never wear lipstick, his daughter never gonna wear lipstick, is his sister gonna wear lipstick, is his auntie gonna wear lipstick? Do anybody in this man family wear lipstick? Do anybody in the congregation that come to church every Sunday don't have a family that wear lipstick or makeup? You got virgins out there that wear lipstick. You got women out there that truly believe in God that wear lipstick. Ain't no lip talking, tune is from her heart that wear lipstick. You understand me? Many people wear makeup and lipstick. You cannot say a woman is a whore and a prostitute because she wear makeup and lipstick. You can't say that. A lot of women going to church and wearing a lot of makeup, and that's when people complain, because like, you're not just wearing a little something. You put on this big old long lash, you just gone up in a church and act like you're going to dance hall. But people still wear them modern makeup and a modern look. A simple makeup for where them go. If they go church and put on a little makeup and them skin, they go amongst people. They can't do that. They're not do it to overdoing it. They're not overdoing it. You know, I think when you overdo it, when you put on the lashes and the this and that like a dancer, that's different. But if you have a little simple makeup, just to make you look fresh, in your little hat, your little clothes, I don't think nothing wrong with that, because God said rather your heart but not your garment. So for this man to stand there and say that woman are prostitute, and for this man to go ahead and get these security guys that want to put gun on this man, now to show you the amount of people that was in the audience when this young man was speaking and showing the people the light but not the darkness, they get mad. Why would you, a man of God, consider your man of God, consider how love God make you love? And when you're a man of God or truly a woman of God, you love people. You love the animals, you love the trees, you love the birds, you love the wind, you love the rain, you like this. So everything that God made, you will love it. And for you, in such a big congregation, to go ahead and tell these gunmen, because most of these men that you see in church there, they are gunmen. They are the ones who are killing people innocently. They are the ones who are killing people and you don't find who killed them. They are the ones who killing people and you don't know who killed your family. Because you're not supposed to have a gun in church. Unless you're running a gang banging, you're a gun man. You're a murderer. So when these people come together in congregation and brainwash your children and keep brainwashing the whole society and tell them about God, and they don't know the Bible and they don't know nothing, and they want to sit here and criticize women and put them down, and they come from a woman, that's because most of those guys you see, they have no interest in women. And standing there as a pastor, they get this big ass church and they put all these red things and them serving the devil. All the background string up with red and all this. You don't have to serve God with his big red cloth and his platform and your rasta and his big old red cloth. You don't have to serve God, but you're going by your cult. You're going by your color, sir. And you all is a membership in there. And the people who are blind that come to church and sit down and listen to this fuckery and bullshit, this is where you go wrong. And this is where you've been blindfolded. And this is why your life will never get no better. Because you're living through somebody else's mind. You're not living to your true reality of yourself. People like those will never tell you the truth. They don't want you to know the truth because they don't know the truth themselves, because they never lived the truth. How can a man of God can be so ignorant? How can a man of God can be so evil, disconnected from the love of God? If you're disconnected from the love of God, you're going to tell somebody, listen, take away his phone. Usher him out. Usher him out. Usher him out. You're an ignorant man. You're an ignorant man. And you could not be the man of God, but you're the man of devil. Gotta watch out for you and your gang banging ring, mister. What a man is doing in church with a gun? Why would you need a gun in church? Church is supposed to be a peaceful place. Church is supposed to be a place that you come to feel better before you go back home. Church is a place where you come together, communicate with each other, and pray to the Holy God. Let the Holy Spirit connect with you and make you love each and every more and more. Show you how to love, how to connect with your neighbor, how to share with your neighbor, how to change your life from being an evil person to a good person, and you have a gun. And you don't know the Bible. And you have a whole set of men that's going to come, and this young man, and you're going to usher him right outside, close him from talking, because you got to use a bully force. A bully force to force him out. A man of God, you know what you should have done, sir? You should have walked over, whatever the discussion is, and say, young man, it's okay. You deal with everything calm and peaceful. When you're a man of God, you deal with everything calm and peaceful. You don't need to force nobody out, because God will take whatever problem out himself. If God is your master and God is who you're praying to and believing, you don't have to touch anybody. Just the word you spoke to them in a calm and peace way, with the Spirit of God, and everything would be good. But now you got a bully. You're like a devil. You're like a big gangster. I run it. I'm this man. I'm the head of the gang. You're my youth. Throw him out. Get him out. You're a gangster. You can't have a gun in church. Who is coming to church to war you? Is a gunfight going to be in church? Somebody going to come and start shooting y'all? Is a gunfight? But y'all people, when you take your money and throw it into offering, some of y'all life ain't get no better. Some place at Jamaica need more help right now. People need help. Women with kids who are hungry and homeless and don't even have next clothes. And y'all go sit up in these places for a pastor that don't even know the Bible. For a pastor is going to tell you that your 16-year-old daughter, who is still a virgin because she put on a little makeup for a prom, she's a prostitute. He's going to tell that your mother's a prostitute. Your whole family's a prostitute because you wear like a makeup and lipstick, which is wrong. And if this young man go up in there to address this, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I wouldn't call it troublemaking. I would call clarifying things. Because we need to know. We need to know why you say this, and he's showing that it's never in the Bible. So when I look at it and look what they're throwing this man out and shoving him around, at first I thought it was a joke. But I couldn't believe these people are that serious. What are you doing with a gang in a church? Why do you need all these gang and this rough up and this gangsterness in church? You're in church. You're not on the street fighting. So if y'all could get along like that in the church, imagine what y'all do without people seeing. A lot of people come to y'all churches and they lose their house. They lose their land. And their family get killed. You get executed from someone in the church. You get lied to from someone in the church. You get robbed from someone in the church. And people believe because you're going to church, you're holy. The most evil people go to church. The most evil ones I know, they go to church. Not saying that everybody's evil now, don't get me wrong. But a lot of them is because you have some good people going to church. But they're with the evil ones when they go to church. And they're thinking that they all be good, but that's in church is where you find the most evil, because God is not with the church. God is not with you. No. I used to go to church and throw out the offering until I realized God is not there. It's supposed to be a place where you go and have love and kindness, and you sing and you praise God and you worship God. It's not like that. Church is a fashion show today. Church is who have the biggest butt in church, who can wear the shortest miniskirt in church. Church is a place to make money like a theater, where you go and pay and people perform and they talk a lot of shit. The pastor don't even know the Bible. Not like I believe in the Bible, because most things in the Bible written by man is not true. But within my spirit, I believe in God and the true living God. I do believe in that. But most of these people that go to church, most of the pastors, I remember going to church and they said $100. And the pastor, they said, somebody $20 more for the newspaper. And everybody put in $20 more. I had to spend $120 for my offering. No problem. I do it all the time. Right? And where my money was coming from, sugar daddy, but I still pay my offering. Right? At that time. I paid my deeds. Even though I was doing wrong, I paid my deeds. All right? And they preach and preach about vanity, and you shouldn't worship vanity. And I'm telling you, build this big-ass building next door to where I used to live. The pastor owned it. He did a co-op apartment, he rent them out. He bought this expensive car, nice. And he's driving. And as he come up to the driveway, he saw a little dust on the car. And he came out in his clothes that he was preaching about vanity. And he shoved his hand on his pocket and picked out a kerchief and start dusting it and shining the car. And I look at him through the window and I shake my head. And I say, I'm not going back there. You come out of Cargill and I shine on the thing and I go on like that. And you just preached today about vanity. Less than an hour ago, I was in church doing my offering. Cannot come in these places and to be brainwashed. You cannot go into these places and think that going to church is going to save you. Going to church is not going to save you. It's believing God and trying to do right. That is what going to save you. Going to church, you like you going to a theater or going to a dance hall. It's almost the same thing where people get up under them thing. And church is not like what you think at what it used to be. Nowadays, church is all about money. How much money goes in the offering? I remember living right around the corner here. That time I was like 18 years old. 17, 18 years old. I was living right around the corner here when I was 17, 18. And Lincoln Place right here. And I remember I rent a room from a man. It was $75 a week. And I was working in Manhattan at the time. I'm paying my $75 a week. And the only door to go to the basement to the place I rent is through the big church door. You got to open the church, go in, or you got to use a part for the basement and go down. So most of the time I do the church because I have to go to the church if I open the basement, go down and come back up to lock that. So most of the time I just use the key to the church or walk through the church and then go down. I used to hate doing that. But that's the only way I could get to my room. And I'm telling you, there was a pastor come there and he got some damn ass Jerry curl. And the pastor told me to pick up the offering. And I was picking up the offering. And as I pick up the offering, I remember every night after I finished, it would give me $40 or $50 from the plate. I remember before church started, one evening I was pastor, I think he called me. And he were offering me a drink, and I told him, no, I didn't need a drink. He was drinking so much damn vodka, smeared off with orange juice back there. Fixing up him, comb up him Jerry curl, ready to go and ding. And when the man got up, then was so drunk. And he was preaching like crazy and sweat was dripping off him because of the alcohol. And I know. Because I know what he do every time when he up there drinking at the back and relaxing himself. You understand what I'm saying? So nobody can fool me. I know how this church set up. Most of them is all about money. New York is the first place I come and see so many church. And have so many sinners. And the reason why you have so many sinners, because so many people that claim to be godly people, they disappoint sinners. You know, they disappoint the sinners. Because the things that they do, you cannot follow them to go to church and believe what they believe in. You only have to believe in God by himself. And try to do well within your life and to God, and that's it. Because most of them is all about money. How much money you can throw. How much money they can get. And I love God and I pray to God every day. But I think praying in your house is just as good as going to church. If you want a congregation, make sure the people are pure that you're joining with. You don't want to join with a bunch of demon people. Some are going Obia and then back for go Obia next church sister. And I go up in the church with the Obia. If you go Obia next church sister. This I want to watch, this I want to boot, this I want to dress, this I want to that. That's why everybody I watch. I mean, it sit my stomach. It sit my stomach. These people, oh God. These people. I'm telling you, these people. It just get to me sometimes. It make your stomach sick. Because you see the things that they do and call themselves Christian. They see them put on others. Them look at you like scan. Some of them look like they never suck good before. They never suck body before. You understand me? And they must look by you know, if them baptized. And they must walk up straight and something wrong with you and your scan full. Because something wrong with you look bad. Just because you're not a Christian. Just because you're not baptized like them and get up every day go to a church at one bench. And they aren't no good. Most of these people, if I rent a place from them, they want to turn you out, they want to oppress you, harass you, I do all these things. Church people, me go live the last time my son Jehovah Witness over so. All the winner them take out all my jewelry, them dust out everything on my bed upside down when I come back. Because the house no belongs to no more, and she serve me all paper, fake paper. I go downtown, nothing like that. And the court for carrying, so don't give her a cent, this house don't even belongs to the woman name. The court tell me that, don't give her a cent, find somewhere else. And that's what I was doing, and turn up on my bed. You understand me? So me I tell us how them people is. That man was so disrespectful to that young man, and to call himself a man of God, him should be shamed. And right now, open these people are going to church. I hope them see the video, and I hope them realize you don't need these people to serve God. You go sing at church and you them talk fuck every day, and at the end of the day, them are fucking at them body, and them are so good seeing way, just like everybody else. Because when I call somebody or look like him have an envy of a woman, maybe he have a boyfriend. So when me I try to say is, these people, some of them are a cult. And you see it and they all working together because it's a cult, because it seems like he's a cult. All this cult member come down upon the young man and escort him out. And just like anybody else in the church, in the congregation, if you all stand up for your right, and the same thing gonna happen to you. You're gonna be escorted out. So if you're gonna go in that congregation and sit down and say you praise God every day after what you see happen, that's on you. Because that man is not a man of God. A man of God is not ignorant in that way. You cannot be ignorant with the Holy Spirit like that. You cannot. Because even if the devil come to contempt you, you have to know if you move him smoothly out. You understand me? And what he was doing is no wrong. Because woman is not prostitute because they wear like makeup and lipstick. They're not selling themselves. They're not going to go hustle man because they wear it. You understand me? So it's quite disrespectful and wrong, and he have a right to talk. Him have a right to talk. You understand me? And to usher him out in the manner I was ushered out, it is disrespectful. And it's wrong. And that is shown that right in the church you have gunmen. Right in the church you will lose your life. Somebody will come and kill you. Right in the church, and you don't even know it's coming from the church because you go to church every Sunday. You can be sitting in church, and the pastor that you're listening to praying and preaching, he's the one who's going to kill you and your family. He's the one who's going to send gunman to kill you. Pastor in the church are preaching is the same one out there having sex with young mans. Pastor in the church are the same one out there buying prostitute. We're talking about prostitute behind people's back. So you have to look out for these kind of people and realize they're people just like you. And if somebody is not right, it's no way, because you might be a cult and you might have a church and you have hook up with all kind of people. Because in this congregation, you have to be a cult. It's a big business they're running. They join up with Lucifer and Satan. That's why I see the red up in the church. The big up is a red cloth and this and that and Lucifer. That's not a godly place. That is a congregation when you don't turn around and sacrifice your children. Because the cult have enough to sacrifice, you don't need blood. So enough of these places you're looking at, enough. Yeah, what I said, enough of these places. I'm not saying that specifically place, but enough of these places are demonic. A lot of these places that call themselves church are sacrificing people, children. So they have to make sacrifice. So they make your children go missing. They send men out from the church to take your children. These men are watching your children when you come to church with them. And right in the church, right there, they will take your children and sell their organs. Because when you come in the church with your family, they're watching you. The whole church is set up on an organization where somebody will get sacrificed and something got to happen. So while you're coming to church and so you're praising to God, you might be sitting right in Satan's house and you might be the next target. So you're running to all these churches, so you're praising God and running this, and you can praise God in your own house. Clean it, make your house clean. Burn out your house. Get a little sister and brother who you like, on to pray, on to read Bible, on to talk, on to pray to God. And enjoy on yourself and eat on the food. Gather each other's house, praying on each other's house. It's much better than going to a cult, a place that's full of satanic and lies. Dishonest. And the end of the day, in Jamaica, we have so much crime, so much things going on. And these organizations are so big, but yet they do nothing. Yet they can't help the poor people. People out there starving, you haven't seen the church and not the whole thing of clothes. That's what I supposed to see the church and not the whole thing of clothes and food and people come picking up from the church. That is not happening. The church need money. And at the end of the day, they need a sacrifice, most of them. Most of these churches are satanic. And at the end of the day, then you sacrifice. So when you go up in church with your family and sit down, you're just making yourself a target to most of these people. Because they want you to come to church, they want you to believe in them, and that's how you're going to lose yourself. And they're only going to get richer and richer, making a sacrifice, making money. The cult is only get bigger and bigger. And when you think you're out here serving God, you're serving Satan. You're among Satan, right? You're looking here and Satan is laughing back at you. People, you need to wake up and know who God is and feel God in your own heart. Pray to God. Pray with your children. Teach your children the true word of God of believe in him. Everything in the Bible is not true, but in your heart, the way you feel about God and the way he leads you, you will know that God is real and God is alive. Don't no man fool you or lead you astray. You get up every day, Sunday, you go to church and think, boy, me I go to church, me a Christian. That doesn't make you a Christian if you come out of church. You're having sex with a man, this a man, and that a man there. You tell lie upon this person. You work up upon them. You're doing this, you're doing that. But Sunday, man, you're gone, sitting up in a church like you're holy. You are not holy. You're just Satan. You're working with the devil. And most of these people in the church, they're working with the devil. They are Satan. And that's how Satan tried to fool you. Remember that God told us, never once say God mean God. It's not everyone say God mean God. Not everyone come preach and mean God. That means they're preaching about God. Okay? And obviously if the pastor did not know the Bible, he know nothing about God. And what he talking about woman or prostitute is wrong and it's disrespectful when it comes from a woman. And that's what I have to say. Be careful where you go and throw your money every week. Says offering, because that money you can throw every week. You have into a saving plan and see how much you come to. You could give to somebody and help somebody who's starving or somebody who's homeless in a Jamaica or somewhere. These churches be like that. Instead of you talking about woman or prostitute and makeup and all that, you should be giving away food, free food and clothes. And make yourself big all over Jamaica, where we see you going and take slab and where you could find concrete and building people like a place where they can shelter out of rain to live. That's what the church will be doing. And if the church is not making that kind of movement, where they're going out and building up houses and giving people food and clothes, then it's not a church. If the church is only taking money from you and nobody is getting help, you're not seeing it all over on video. Well, pastor, so build a person your house, build a person house. And, they're going to church because the pastor build them a house. The pastor said that they have food and clothes. Right? Because people throw an offering. And the offering should be to help an next person. And that way people will throw more offering and say that you're real. You're not going to take people offering and act like you're better off than them and tell them fuckery you want to tell them. And then when somebody come tell you the truth, you usher them out. And somebody putting gun on them and all kind of things. You can't do that. You can't do that. That means you're not a man of God. You're nothing but a gunman. You're nothing but a liar. You're nothing but a scam. You're nothing but a thief. And you're nothing but a fucking piece of shit. And what I have to say to you, you understand me? You are not a man of God. And if you think you're a man of God, you're wrong. And when you're going to talk about somebody got big mouth on social media. So you're on social media checking out everybody. But you're a man of God. But you're going through people's page and checking out everything. To say, oh, Mr. Vegas got a big mouth. This is the same big mouth on social media. How did you know? What big mouth he have if you're on social media? What are you doing on social media, sir? What are you doing on there? You're running a church through social media, but what are you doing there checking out video and see that? You can't be calling women prostitute and whore when you have a mother, you have a sister, you have an auntie. You got virgin girls out here that never touch a man, that never sell themselves, and they wear the makeup. A big woman out here, grandma, that never prostitute themselves and they wear like a makeup and stuff. And you're wrong for that, and you're wrong to usher the man out. Because a clear ear the man was telling you before, do I have more time? Do I have more time? He making sure. Now you say come to take over, but I am clearly was asking you more time, all right? Because you don't want to overgo his time. So he come to take over. So anyway, like I said to you, it is bad enough that people have to go through this trouble and tribulation every day. And you come to a place to say you're going to find peace, but you're not finding no peace. You're only spending more and more money and get lied to more and more. Seek God in your own heart. Feel God in your own heart. Pray to God when you get time by yourself. Pray with the ones who truly believe in God. You don't have to go to a big congregation. You don't have to say, I go to church this Sunday and coming on nothing for weird. Put on your same skirt you have on there for yesterday you wash and make it dry. And go over your church sister house. You not go sit down and pray. You don't have to kill out yourself if you got church when you have. You always could pray. Go down by the riverside and pray. Go early in the morning by the seaside, sister, and pray. Those are the best prayers to do. Early in the morning by the river, quiet place, and talk to God and the sea. This is the best place for you to go to find God. and find the healing spirit that will touch your soul, that will make you holy, that will make you feel the love of God. And stop running to these gangster church where people gonna pull out gun, and if you stand up for your right, you're gonna be ushered out like some goddamn pig or some animal, or you're running some fucking cow pen. Go, ush, go, oh, and run the cows around. You don't do that to somebody. You don't disrespect them like that. And you cannot run a congregation and say that you're a man of God. A man of God is way humble more than that. Not as ignorant as that. You're nothing but a fucking gangster and a gunnis. Are a gunnis, and people should look at this video and realize, no, this is what the world come to. This is what the devil tried to fool you, to say you're a sinner, you're the worst thing, but them are the worst more than you. Don't let nobody fool you. As a sinner, be yourself, pray to God, and just try to do right so you will change, because nobody want to die in sin. Nobody. All right, guys, I love you so much. I didn't come on yesterday if I don't tell you I was so sick, because like I tell you, Saturday night was so hot. And I wake up in here and it was so freaking hot. My head opened up. I feel like my head was going to bust, like I couldn't take it. I got so damn sick, I tell you. I couldn't even explain how sick I was. So I got up yesterday morning, I went to PC Richard and I bought me an AC. So the E could never do me like that again, because it was so hot the fan couldn't help me. So it's like I never want this to happen to me again. You know what I mean? I had an AC, but Jay made a mistake and put it out. When I put out the other old furniture and put it outside. So I went to PC Richard and I buy another one. And I buy another one, and it's in the window now. So last night I sleep good, thank God, because Saturday night the heat was too much. I didn't get no sleep. So yesterday I bought it, and thank God I went and get one, and it's in the window. Thank you so much. I love you. I try to come back on later and we could talk some more. All right? I love you. God bless you. Just keep God in your mind. Pray for yourself. Trust God. And never forget God, no matter what you do. Because when I look at this world and look at how everything be, and when you're sick and you're just sick and you're down and you feel like, wow, I feel so bad, like you're going to die. You don't know. Only God alone can help you. And no matter how big you are, no matter how tough you are, no matter how strong you are, when you're sick and you get on really sick, that's the time you will know that you really want to have your heart clean. Because if you should die, you want to die and move on to the next world. You don't want to die and be stuck. So remember to pray your way. Don't follow these hypocrites and these cult that call themselves pastors, call themselves they're in the church and they're doing this and doing that. Not all of them. I'm not saying I don't have good people, but I also see pastor right here in New York that looking me to have sex with me, and he running a church. So these kind of people are not really pastor. You know what I mean? Walk every day, man, just watching me, watching my ass every time I go by, watching me and trying to stop to talk to me. And he's a pastor running a church. All right? I have this other lady, she used to buy soap on me all the time. And she have 2 daughters. He started date the woman. Next started date her, and then she never used to wear makeup. She just used the soap alone. All of a sudden, she started wearing makeup. She color her hair. She put on this ulpa stuff, and she never used to be like that. Now, if you're a person that was natural, and you never like makeup and you've been going to church, you know what I mean? You never like makeup at all. And then all of a sudden when you go to church and start wearing makeup, it's because of the man you're seeing. But that's not the way. But if you're wearing the makeup and stuff, it's fine. But I don't think if you're a person that don't like makeup, you shouldn't wait until you go into church to start wear it. That's all I'm saying. Some people don't wear makeup at all and they don't like it. And that's Aurelian. They don't. And they go into church and then they start to wear it. That's I don't understand. But people are free to do whatever they want to do. Like I said, they're free. As long as your heart is good, not your garment. Render your heart, but not your garment. As long as your heart is good, that's all really matters. Okay? I love you, and I'll talk to you later.